Behind the ivy-covered walls of Windsor, there exists a world where elegance speaks softly and grace lives in every corner. The air is filled with the scent of polished oak and antique tapestries, where morning tea is served beneath chandeliers that have watched over generations. It's a realm that blends tradition and modernity seamlessly, an atmosphere of quiet grandeur where every detail from the walls to the furniture whispers of an enduring legacy. This isn't merely royalty, it's refinement made real. Today, we step into the private world of Catherine, Princess of Wales. From her timeless residences to the quiet luxury that shapes her modern royal life, the story of Catherine Elizabeth Middleton begins far from palaces and grandeur. It begins in a home grounded in love and ambition, in a family that valued hard work and self-made success. Born on January 9th, 1982, in Reading, England, Kate's early life was one of ordinary rituals intertwined with extraordinary ambition. Her parents, Carol and Michael Middleton, nurtured a family founded on warmth, hard work, and quiet aspirations. Carol, with her entrepreneurial spirit, transformed a small mail-order company, Party Pieces, into a multi-million-dollar empire, her vision and effort fueling their success. Carol's hard work not only secured her family's future, but also provided her children with the freedom to dream. Within this thriving, self-made household, Kate learned her first lesson in modern royalty. Elegance is not an accident. It's built from intention and effort. At just 2 years old, her life took an unexpected turn to Amman, Jordan, where her father's position with British Airways opened her family's eyes to the world beyond England. There, in a land far from the comforts of home, Kate and her family discovered the beauty of new cultures, new people, and the world outside their own familiar world. They returned to England 2 years later, and Kate was enrolled at St Andrew's School in Berkshire, a place that would later play a significant role in her destiny. At school, Kate quickly stood out, not because of loud antics, but because of her quiet strength. Teachers described her as disciplined, yet quietly competitive, a leader who guided through presence, not volume. Her early years at Down House and later Marlborough College polished this quiet confidence, while her love for sports, art, and photography hinted at the balanced life she would one day master, all under the intense gaze of public scrutiny. Her early training in humility, her foundation of self-assurance, would be her armor in later years when the spotlight demanded her attention. But fate, as always, awaited in the north. In 2001, Kate entered the historic halls of the University of St Andrews in Scotland, unknowingly walking toward her future, both as a scholar and as the woman who would reshape Britain's royal narrative. Amid the misty mornings and sandstone courtyards, she met a young man named William Windsor. Their friendship blossomed from shared lectures and laughter into something deeper, built on understanding. When Kate walked a charity runway in a sheer dress, William saw her in a new light, not just as a friend, but as something far more. The press would later call her the girl who stole the prince's heart. But what truly defined her wasn't romance, it was resilience. This resilience would carry her through the next chapters of her life, shaping her into the woman who would be both the public face of the monarchy and a pillar of quiet strength behind the scenes. Life, under the watchful eye of the public, brought its fair share of both light and shadow. After university, Kate worked at the fashion brand Jigsaw and later at her family's business, Party Pieces. She became one of the most photographed civilians in Britain, with every move she made, whether on a London street or at a family wedding, becoming tabloid fodder. Yet, through it all, she held her composure, never allowing the noise to distract her from the path she knew she had to follow. Even when she and William briefly parted ways in 2007, Kate carried herself with unshaken grace, turning heartbreak into quiet self-possession. She didn't respond to public speculation, choosing instead to maintain her dignity. That period, though painful, shaped her, forging the steel beneath her serenity, a test that would later prepare her for her royal life. When William and Kate reunited, the world watched with renewed fascination. Their 2010 engagement, sealed with Princess Diana's sapphire ring, marked not just a royal announcement, but a modern fairy tale reborn. Their wedding at Westminster Abbey on April 29, 2011, became a global spectacle, a blend of centuries-old tradition and the story of a commoner who would become Catherine, Duchess of Cambridge. Yet, behind the grandeur, her real journey was just beginning. Not toward fame, but toward purpose. Over the next decade, Kate would transform from royal bride to royal architect. She didn't rush to outshine anyone. Instead, she built her influence slowly and patiently, focusing on early childhood development, mental health advocacy, and patronages that reach families and frontline workers alike. Her campaigns, like the Heads Together initiative, reflected not polished formality, but genuine empathy. Every photograph of her kneeling beside children, listening intently to parents, or comforting hospital staff carried one message: kindness is strength. Through the births of Prince George in 2013, Princess Charlotte in 2015, and Prince Louis in 2018, Kate's life evolved into a delicate balance of motherhood and monarchy. She mastered both with quiet discipline, transforming Buckingham Palace's image from distant institution to a relatable family. Her wardrobe, elegant yet attainable, reshaped global fashion markets, while her demeanour, once shy, evolved into commanding grace during public engagements. Her ability to adapt and grow in the spotlight only deepened her connection to the people, making her more than just a figurehead. She became an embodiment of the modern royal. Today, from the quiet school halls of Berkshire to the grandeur of Buckingham, Catherine's life has become a study in balance, grace under gaze, poise under pressure. Yet, beyond the ceremonies and spotlights, her true sanctuary lies not in the palace corridors, but in the serene countryside she now calls home. Hidden behind ancient stone walls and rolling meadows, her estate reflects the same harmony that defines her. Elegant, grounded, and touched by history, the Duchess's hideaway lies deep within the heart of England. Beyond the quiet lanes of the New Forest, behind ivy-covered gates and a winding gravel drive, stands Kate Middleton's country estate, a 12,000 square foot Georgian mansion surrounded by 16 acres of sculpted parkland. It is not just a home, but a living portrait of modern royalty, elegant, grounded, and filled with family warmth. The gates open onto a path lined with centuries-old oaks and manicured hedges. The air smells faintly of lavender from the garden borders, and the rhythm of birdsong replaces the noise of London. At the heart of the property, the mansion rises in pale stone, its sash windows and corniced roof lines glowing under the morning sun. Every angle feels cinematic, a countryside dream brought to life through heritage and heart. Stepping through the front door, you enter a grand entrance hall. The black and white tiled floor stretches beneath a spiraling wooden staircase that climbs toward the upper floors. The ceiling is high, crowned with ornate plasterwork, and soft light filters through tall windows. On one wall hangs a framed family portrait, a quiet reminder that behind the royal formality, this is still a home filled with love and laughter. To the left lies the sitting room, facing west. As the afternoon sun pours through the sash windows, it paints the room in warm, amber tones. Shelves built into the wall hold volumes of literature and photography books, alongside a few tokens from the Duchess's charitable travels. A log burner glows softly in the corner, and a grey velvet sofa sits opposite. It's the kind of place where family gathers for tea after a long walk through the grounds. The mood is classic and calm, every detail understated, yet deeply considered. To the right of the hall is the formal dining room. Here, a walnut table stretches beneath a crystal chandelier, surrounded by chairs upholstered in soft cream. The walls are painted pale green, framed by decorative moulding, and an antique fireplace sits at the far end. This is where birthdays and quiet family dinners unfold, where laughter echoes under candlelight, and the smell of roast and rosemary fills the room. Beyond the dining area, the inner hall reveals the kitchen, wide, warm, and filled with natural light. White painted cabinetry, dark granite countertops, and solid hardwood floors create a timeless look. At its centre stands a large kitchen island, where the Duchess often bakes with her children, their laughter spilling into the adjoining breakfast nook. A set of French doors opens directly to the patio, where meals are sometimes enjoyed al fresco under a climbing wisteria vine. Just beyond, a morning room, painted in soft pastels, catches the first light of day. This is Kate's sanctuary, a space for coffee, reflection, and planning. Next to it, a cozy living room features another log burner, a plush rug, and neutral-toned furniture that invites conversation. From here, glass doors lead into the orangery, a sun-drenched conservatory with white-frame windows and views of the Western Gardens. It's here that the Duchess is said to spend spring afternoons reading or watching her children play on the lawn. Upstairs, the first floor unfolds into several wings. 3 double bedrooms with ensuite bathrooms occupy the lower level, while 2 expansive suites sit above. The master suite feels serene. Ivory walls, soft green drapes, and a velvet headboard in deep teal. A walk-in dressing room connects to a marble-tiled bathroom complete with a freestanding bathtub and brass fixtures that gleam beneath skylight beams. Each guest room tells its own quiet story, one transformed into a reading retreat lined with books, another overlooking the rose garden where summer mornings begin with birdsong. On the ground floor, a discreet door leads to the entertainment area, a private cinema with navy leather recliners, surround sound, and dimmable lights that make every family movie night feel like an event. Beyond the screening room, glass doors slide open to a serene indoor-outdoor swimming pool. The turquoise water shimmers beneath a vaulted glass ceiling, surrounded by stone columns and sun lounges. This is where calm takes form, where Kate finds moments of stillness away from duty and the spotlight. By dusk, the estate glows golden, light spills from the windows and the gardens hum with quiet life. The sound of laughter drifts through the trees. Every space, from the tiled entrance to the orangery, reflects who Kate Middleton has become. Poised yet genuine, refined yet real. This is not just a royal residence, it is a home built on grace, purpose, and the simple beauty of family.